Yes, guys, everything bite-sized here, back with another film review. This time we're looking at the very depressing movie Angela's Ashes. It might get a bit sad during this video. First, we're going to be looking at a few of the top rated reviews on IMDb. This review is titled An Evoking Look at Irish Life. Angela's Ashes is a well-made picture and one of the better movies to come out this year. Also, this film is Alan Parker's best since Pink Floyd's The Wall. The picture evokes a feeling of sorrow for the young Frank McCourt in a tale that never has any definite answers, it just leaves them open. The acting is superb, mainly by Emily Watson as the loving mother Angela McCourt, and Robert Carlyle, who gives his best performance since Trainspotting, here as the father with almost 3 different personalities. We watch as young Frank goes through 3 periods of his life in the impoverished Ireland, and thankfully in the end everything turns out okay. This makes the film even better. Along with a gentle and moving score, this film is very provocative, touching and dramatic. Well done. This next review is titled Good Adaptation of a Great Book. Alan Parker has made many films which adapt material from other media. I've been less than thrilled with most of these, but I've enjoyed 1 or 2. Angela's Ashes is one of his better works, but it adapts a book which I would argue cannot be properly adapted. This is a very pure, almost sterile adaptation of the original memoir Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. It follows a poor Irish Catholic family struggling to survive in early 20th century Ireland. The film, like the book, is stark, painful, hopeful, powerful and deftly accurate. More than a period piece, this film works as a dramatic rendering of social history. Unlike the book, this film depicts Frank's childhood from a disembodied third-person perspective, though it is literally complemented by an effective voiceover narrative drawn almost directly from McCourt's own prose. Frank is the oldest of several siblings, many of whom never reach adulthood, in a family suffering from poverty, alcoholism and persecution. Although the film has many positive messages, like the lives of the McCourts, it's not an easy road. Those who wish to be simply entertained should probably not bother. The performances are all exquisite. Kudos to the cast and the director for making them all look so great. Visually, the film is stunning for its starkness and powerful use of contrast. The pace is a little breathless at times, but given the richness of the original work, this is appropriate. All considered, this is a very worthy representation of the book. The only quibble I have stems from the very act of translating what was a very intensely personal first-person memoir into a third-person medium-like film, not from anything that the production team did or from the script and cast. It would likely have been impossible in a mainstream film to depict the texture and poetics of McCourt's prose to the extent that viewers would really feel that they had grown up with him and knew him like a member of their own family. This is how the book made me feel, and seeing the movie after the book, I was reminded of the feeling, but not quite so powerfully affected. I would agree that reading the book first will help you enjoy this film. However, I also believe that this stands well on its own. The next review is titled A Miserable Irish Childhood is Overcome. Being married to a man from Ireland, I can really relate to this movie. I went to see his family home in 1978 and he grew up in very similar circumstances. The movie portrays the depression and drinking problems the Irish have. Emily Watson is great as his mother. She has to swallow her pride and beg so her kids can have food and clothes. The Vincent de Paul Society is a great presence in Ireland. The way the kids are beat in school is right on. My husband tells me horror stories of how the priests and nuns treated him. Like Frankie, he was able to get out of the country when he was 19. This movie captures both the good and the bad of McCourt's books. I showed it to my son, so now he understands his father a lot better. As a whole, the movie deserves a lot of credit for staying true to McCourt's words. Robert Carlyle was good as Frankie's father. Everyone in the movie fits one type of Irish personality. We still keep candles burning in front of the statue of Mary at home. I will watch this movie again so I can pick up on some of the other aspects of Irish life. Those reviews were really good. I love Angela's Ashes, but I also hate it. It's a work of art, but it's a depressing work of art. The depiction of poverty is absolutely stark, and it's realistic and believable in its delivery. There are many moments in Angela's Ashes where I felt like crying. It is really that deep and depressing. It somehow feels easy to relate to the main character, although I didn't grow up nearly as bad as he did. I'm interested to read the book, and I may do in the future, but one thing is for sure, this movie will go down as one of my favourites of all time, and I will watch it, although sparingly, throughout my life. You've been locked into everything bite-sized. Check out my other content and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.